Bitcoin has seen a bit of a pullback today, so I want to take a look at a couple possibilities. And most of us have heard about the Wall Street cheat sheet, but I'm going to show you guys my own personal version of a Bitcoin specific cheat sheet. If that sounds good to you guys, smash that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and with that, let's get it. Hey guys, the first thing I want to do is just take a look at where this most recent Bitcoin pump came from. And you can see that for those of you who have been following along here recently, for about 2 weeks now, I've had this little green support box mapped out. And once again, the bulls were just really ready to step on the gas as soon as we tested the bottom of that support box. So great to see that we're still getting such strong reactions from the bulls. Now I want to take a little look at a different pattern here, and that would be this ascending triangle that I'm seeing here, at least seeing the potential for one. It's not super clean just because we do have this little fake out up here, but generally this would be a bullish pattern. If we can get a proper breakout and then get a resist to support flip, that would be a very bullish pattern, and that could start shooting us up towards that $28,000 level, which I've been pointing out for a while now, and so have a lot of other analysts. It's obviously a very strong level of confluence. There's a lot of resistance at that range. But if I were to get an actual measured move from this pattern here, just taking the height of the triangle approximately and where we would be breaking out from about, and we're looking at a target of around 30,000 US dollars, you guys. So that would break us past that 28,000. And I'm wondering if we were able to break above this, oh, sorry, I keep doing that. If we were to break above this resistance here, I'm seeing the potential for FOMO to kick in a little bit, and yeah, we absolutely might end up pumping up towards $30,000. That's a nice round number. Maybe we would get there. Maybe we'll crush right through it. Who knows? But I don't want to just fill you up with hopium quite yet. I want to take a look at another possibility that we're actually in some sort of a rising wedge. So very similar, but just usually this is a more bearish pattern. So what would be happening here is the bulls would be pushing us up very slowly and just kind of losing momentum, where we end up flipping that support into resistance and dumping down. So if we were to get a measured move of this to the downside, let's say we break out around here, we're kind of getting into my green support box here. And just to take a look at that, that's kind of where the market has bottomed out so far at around 17,500 US dollars. So that would be a little bit of a scary move if we take that dump to the downside, because I don't know if the bulls are going to be able to step in and save this market again at this level. A double bottom could be a very bullish scenario in that case, even with a little bit of a fake out. But there's the possibility of those floodgates opening, because panic could really set into the market if that does happen. I'm leaning more bullish on this. You guys know, who have been following along, that I've been very vocal about how bullish I've been on the macro trend here. We do have support below us. Even the fact that we kind of broke above this resistance and have since been getting, well, this is just another classic example of flipping that resistance into support. So I think the market's in a pretty good place personally, so we're going to have to see what happens from here. I'm really hoping to see that ascending triangle play out and blasting us off to the upside. And now, as promised, you guys, I was talking about this Wall Street cheat sheet. This is a very nice little visual of a typical market cycle. I think it has a lot of great insight here. But I want to take a look at my more personal Bitcoin chart here. And I kind of talked about this in a lot of my previous videos, but I just kind of made a polished version of it. So hopefully you guys appreciate this. Be sure to smash that thumbs up. It really helps the channel if you do appreciate my content here. But yeah, just basically pointing out that we end up getting our bull market all-time high. We hit our resistance there. Then as we drop halfway through the bear market, we kind of establish a bit of support, but it always ends up failing. So we get our mid bear market support that fails, and we get our one final capitulation to the downside. As soon as we kind of reclaim that failed support level, but then we reclaim it as support, that's where our bull markets generally get very aggressive from there. Then we set another bull market all-time high at this green box, once again establishing temporary support for a bear market, which drops, we get our final capitulation, and we get our bottom. Now what do we have here? We had our bull market all-time high in this green box. we had our temporary support for this bear market, which was actually respected 3 separate occasions there on a macro scale. Then we got our capitulation, and I believe that we have found a true bottom. And for those of you who have been following along, you know that I have a whole bunch of other reasons for this, for believing that I think that we've bottomed. You'll have to go back and watch one of my previous videos if you want to know more. But this is just a very simplified chart that I wanted to bring to your guys' attention. I think it's kind of neat. I put a little bit of work into it, but it just looks very simple to me. Again, we just have our temporary support. It fails, final capitulation. Temporary support, fails, final capitulation. Temporary support, fails, final capitulation. So that doesn't have to happen. Obviously, none of this is financial advice. Do your own research, form your own opinions, but this just looks very simple to me. If you really zoom out, you guys always hear it that when in doubt, zoom out. And this is kind of what I'm seeing right now. So I think that with all that other confluence I pointed out in previous videos, I think that if we reclaim this blue box kind of around 32 and a half, even all the way to 33,000, I think if we can reclaim that level of support, Bitcoin's going to be in a very powerful position to just haul ass. So we're going to have to see what happens there. Anyways, guys, that's all I wanted to bring to your attention today. If you appreciated this content, once again, please smash up that thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't. And with that, I'm out. Stay safe, my friends. Peace.